was that you just dipped? It was green, wasn't it? But you said you don't use color. What was that?
Well, for our soy, for the scented.
Oh, okay.
So for these, this is just this wax, the paraffin, and then we color them so that way we use them to dip, so you can dip solid color.
That's a little Highland cow, by the way.
And because of the melt point, as soon as it comes out, it's dry.
No kidding.
No kidding. And then you always want to do lighter colors first and then your darker colors. But yeah, no, it's dry. I mean, it's warm because this is normally about 195 because it melts at 160. So when we pour into the molds, that way it stays liquid long enough for us to fill our molds, because some of our molds are tall, like, you know, this one's a little taller than those. It's about 210. So you want to make sure, but yeah. And then, so these are food warmers that we use for these. And then it's in wax because the wax doesn't evaporate. And then they're on timers. But we have very little waste because these will turn, sometimes the blue will turn like a lavender, the pink will turn like a peach color. But then we'll use that wax for our fire starters. You said you go camping, so we have fire starters.
Oh, nice.
And our tea lights. And then we always demold on trays. And then all the wax goes back in and we melt it down and use it
She was
again.
saying, so like this tan mold right here on the corner, this front one right here,
Oh, yeah.
is actually from like the 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because I was like, well, how long do these molds last? And that one is actually from like
Yeah,
the
it's
80s.
from the 80s, so the silicone that they use is very dense.
Can we feel that?
Yep, here.
Feel the difference between like this and
They have a machine in the trailer at the shop that every mold that they made had to go in there so it would degas and take all the gas out of the silicone and have to be 24 hours for each one. This silicone that we use, we can pour, it's a 50-50 mix, and within like 4 hours you
I was
can...
like, why is it falling apart if it's made till the 80s?
It's wax on the side.
Look, I'm from the 80s and I'm falling apart.
Yeah, no, me too.
I hear you.
Do you see how much like softer and more malleable that is?
That's a new one?
That's a new
These are our
one.
new ones that we make. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Isn't that cool?
The wax is durable because of that melt point. So I mean, you can drop it and it's not going to break.
And it's like stays in people's cars and stuff on the way home, and
It will
like
not
it
melt.
doesn't
We guarantee that unless you physically light them, they will not melt in the car out of storage. They've had candles in them trailers at the shop probably, I don't know, 15, 20 years.
Wow.
And we could take them out and use them. So every June we put out on the front porch, we put a crayon, and we use Crayola just because, and then we put a candle. So it's been out there since June 1st, and the crayon is melted already, and our candle's still there.
Wow.
And half the people don't even see it when they come in. They're like, well, you walked right by it. Did you not see it? Like, go out and go look. So yeah, no, we guarantee unless they light them, they're not going to melt. So
That's
if you
funny,
leave,
because I remember as a newlywed, I moved to Texas, and I put candles in the windows, and it was Texas and hot, and I remember coming home from work, and then just, yeah.
right, and back then they didn't have the higher melt point waxes. They, were very limited. So it was a lot of research because there's one wax that's a little hotter temp than ours. That's 164, but the wax when it dries, it's clear.
huh?
It's not this opaque white color, and it's not as durable, and it cracks really easily, so we don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we ship volume. So we do Busch Gardens in Williamsburg. I'm working on their order now. It's like 4,000 pieces. We do Busch Gardens in Tampa. We do Cedar Point. We've had Yankee Candle for, it'll be 3 years now. So
Wow.
these are theirs. We've got a whole, so they sent us some of the candles that they used previously, and made all the molds for them. But yeah, we do them probably 4 or 5 times a year, and we're sending anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000 pieces at a time.
That is awesome. And y'all just crank in there? You're doing it right inside there?
Just right inside there. I enjoy it. It's fun. We get to meet a lot of people. So there's people that have been here when they were little and did it, and they did it downtown. They bring their kids, their grandkids. We've got a Lorelei wall, so we never put one and one together that Lori was Lorelei. Like, we always knew where's Lori. We didn't know, and then it was like, duh.
Was Lori
cool.
short for Lorelei?
Apparently.
Oh, I just thought she turned it into a name. I thought Lori was just Lori, and yeah, I didn't know that either.
Nope, it's Lorelei.
Oh, well, okay.
It was Lorelei. So, we've got a Lorelei wall, so anybody that comes in, and we can always normally tell because they'll take their picture out front first.
Right.
So we give them a $6 dip, as long as they let us take our picture. We don't put it on social media or anything, but we put it on the wall with the date they were there and where they're from. So yeah, and we have them come back every year because they are returning. They're like, oh, look, there I am. We had one today.
Well, that's the thing about our area too. We've just been talking about that recently. The whole Pigeon Forge Gatlinburg area is on Gatlinburg especially is on third, fourth generation now from like 40s and 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Pigeon Forge is coming into the second and third generation now, you know, because we kind of came along a little bit after Gatlinburg.
Right.
And so you are going to get those repeat folks. And
We do.
You know, that's a great thing.
And I mean, we have just in the few years that we've had it too, that we've had people come back and come all the time, or, you know, they'll call or message and say, hey, can I get this? Can I get that?
That's
So.
awesome. Well, now, what do you use to color? Like, what kind of dyes?
It's a
or-
candle dye.
Okay.
So, art class kind of goes out the window. So,
Okay.
red and blue in art class makes purple.
Mm-hmm.
Red and blue in wax does not.
Ooh, that's like glazes in pottery where you have like a green
So
glaze
red?
and it's bright red or something horrible. Yeah.
And blue makes a burgundy color.
Oh.
Pink, if I can get it to work, and blue will give you a purple color.
Weird.
And then depending on how you do it, if you do blue first and then yellow, my blue might be a little too dark, you'll get this color. Greenish, sometimes it's green, but if you do yellow and then blue, you get that color. So you get totally
Wow.
different.
And wonder what does that? Don't know, just whichever one goes on first.
Whatever one goes on first, that's the pigment in the dye. So we always tell people lighter colors first and then darker colors, because you won't necessarily see the light over the dark, although sometimes you will. So some people will take like the black and then the green to make like a really deep green for their Christmas trees. Or we've got 2 tanks at the shop, so you can do teal and then the green. It'll give you like a blue spruce kind of color. Or you can just, you know, leaving it in doesn't make it darker.
That's why I wonder, like multiple dips, does that change anything?
So this is one color of the green. If you go in a second time, it'll get darker. And then normally we cool it down because the wax being so hot.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep dipping, it's actually going to strip the color off.
Oh.
And then so you cool it down and it'll go darker. And kind of the same thing. So if you dip and then if you want to cover it, we'll cool it down and then you can go in the other color. But if you want to blend it, go in from one, like what I did with those, go in from one to the other and it'll blend, or cool it down and it'll cover. So it's always just a matter of what they're trying to do and how they want to do it. And the same thing with these. So you can take, you can make each layer a different color of each letter. So, but you want to do your lighter colors in the middle. So we'll do, does it say love?
Wow, I was trying to make it say love, but I couldn't make it.
Yeah, love.
Oh, it is love.
So we'll cool it down a second time. And then if you take the V, let me see what colors I got here. I'll do blue. We'll do red. So see, there's that mixed color. But if you cool it down and then go back in, you'll get that red.
Oh,
you go.
wow. Totally changed that color.
Totally change the color by just using the water and cooling it down.
Yeah.
So, or we'll put some, you know, we'll do a dip and go out on the shelf and says like, oh, I wanted that color. Well, I don't know if you're gonna get that color because, you know, some, like if it's been in for a while, or if we just changed and made it brighter, you're not going to necessarily get the same color. So the more you dip them, these are broke, you'll start to lose your detail.
Mm-hmm. Well, you made it. Hello.
But you can see how going in, if it's hot,
Yeah.
see how the color starts to come off.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Interesting.
but you'll see.
Y'all to be making those little howling cows for the Skyline Ranch down there in Pigeon Sevierville or Pigeon Forge border.
We do the Museum of Appalachia.
Nice.
So we're one of their main vendors for their sheep shearing, the fall harvest, and then the anvil shoot. We take the tank up and we keep it themed, so we do all the farm animals. Springtime we'll do like the bees and the little birds and things we have, and then in the fall we do the pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns. We don't have anything for 4th of July, and Eric's like, well, I'm like, I don't have anything. So we found an anvil paperweight that we ordered, and we had the molds, so we bring anvils, and they're a big seller now too.
Tell them how you were saying about making a mold earlier.
Yep, so we
You just find something you like, a shape you like?
find something we like, or if we need more. So with some of our wholesale orders, we originally did like 3 of each of the molds, but they're ordering like 240 pieces. Well, it's gonna take me forever, but so I'm like, hey, can you make me 3 more? That way I've got 5 or 6. So it's just, he'll take whatever the piece is, like we can make them from candles too, because the candles will hold up silicone, and he'll E6000 them onto a piece of board that's this size, and then he will take either this or like corrugated cardboard and go around the edge of that board, staple it, and then we'll dip it in the wax to seal it. Give it about an hour or so, a couple hours to sit, and then we'll pour the silicone. It's a 50-50 mix, and then like 4 hours later we'll just peel it off, and then we can use the mold. So it goes on like this, the silicone's poured, and then when he cuts it off, my husband, then there's our mold, and then he just puts wherever the wick is going to go.
Kind of leaves the negative space.
Yep.
Opposite of the.
It's
pretty cool. I'm gonna hand her that bear so she can see a little detail in it. They hand paint a lot of things that have like detail, like the flag and the cat in there, and the little bear, because you'll lose your detail if you dip. It fills in all the little, yeah. That's awesome.
But that's what we do.
How do you get your scents? Do you all use essential oils, or what do you?
No, so it's candle fragrance oil.
Oh, okay.
We've got our main suppliers in Knoxville. We use Aztec, so my husband goes out once a week and picks up. That's our wax. So this comes in pellet form, 55-pound bags, and then the soy comes in 45-pound boxes of flake. And then we've got the warmers. We use tabletop food warmers to melt. Back in the day, they had huge. Because they had the shop there, they had downtown in Gatlinburg, there was in Pigeon Forge and Sevierville. But you needed like 350 pounds of wax.
Wow.
Just to cover the element.
Yeah.
And Lori had said that their electric bill every month was like $600. Like, that's not happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with everything running, I think our electric bill for because we've got the whole, like 2/3 of the building is like under $200. Even in the wintertime with everything going. So, I mean, we're good. So we do that, and then it's wax liquid dye that we use. We don't use the colored chip dye. It doesn't get an even color. So if it globs up or if it melts, it doesn't stay consistent. Where with the drops, we can stay consistent usually all the time. So we do little beehives, and then Sparky's glass blowing makes the glass bee. So we supply them with the beehive. He adds the bee, and then they sell them together. We sell just the beehive, but you can buy both of them up there. But they've got to be the same color every time.
So you make a little wax beehive, and then he
it
has
looks
a
like
glass,
beeswax, but it's because that's the color we use.
Bee.
And he does the glass bee.
Cute.
Yep.
And so how does the scent go in?
Nope. We don't scent any of the novelties.
Yeah, but I
we
mean, like
scent-
on your scented ones, how do you?
So when we pour, it's depending on. I normally pour once a week of the scented, and to do a full batch is 5 jars or 4 jars, and like wax melts, and then we do the little. Everybody uses them as stocking stuffers or samples. The little 2-ounce jars. So it's 32 ounces of wax to 3 ounces of scent, and then you mix, let it sit. So you pour at 188. Here's the science part. You pour at 188, so you gotta heat the wax up to at least 188. Mix the scent, don't over stir, because if you over stir, the molecules in the scent will adhere to the wax. So did you ever hear about, when you open the candle and it smells really good when you open it, when you burn it, you don't smell it?
Yes.
Well, that's because they didn't mix at the right temp. So you don't have...
Okay. Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've got a lemon candle that has lost its scent, but it's smelled really good for a while. But I don't burn it. I just put one of those it's on one of those candle warmers that melts it. So if it was one of your candles, would it continue to smell as it
all the
was
way down.
melting?
Mm-hmm.
I need a lemon candle from you. You got a lemon scent
We
up there
do.
somewhere?
We do. So
Interesting.
In my kitchen, I like citrus,
Clean,
or
lemony
like a
scent.
lemon or orange. But it
Mhm.
smells so good. It smelled good for a while, but now I'm like, I still turned on.
That's one of my. That's frustrating to me. I always hate because
Yeah.
when you smell something like you said, and then it just
Yeah.
halfway through it just.
And
stops.
if you don't, if your wax isn't hot enough when you combine the wax and the oil, it's not going to burn. It's not going to smell when you burn it either. So it's a whole lot of hurry up and wait. If you over stir it, you're going to kill those molecules. The same thing, it's not going to smell. Now, when you guys burn your candles, how many of your candles burn right down the center?
Yeah,
Why do you know why?
because that's where the wick is.
Nope. Because the very first time that you light it, you only let it go that far. It's called training your candles. So when that very first time that you buy our candles and you light your candle, you want to let it burn until the whole entire top is liquefied, all the way to the edge, and then you can blow it out.
Oh, that's not so
That
So
does
where,
make
however
sense.
far you burn that candle that very first time, that's all the further it's going to go ever.
So how do you make it burn until? You mean, what if it
Just
takes
gotta
like
wait
4
till it-
hours?
Sometimes it does.
Yeah, you just have to wait until you.
They
can't, like,
normally say
bend
optimum
it or-
is, nope, 3 to 4 hours is normally your optimal in the very first time. So these will last 62 to 74 hours. Those will last about 15. But you want to make sure that the very first time that you light any candles, not just ours, you let it burn so it goes all the way to the edge,
All the
that the
way
whole top is liquid. Then you can burn it out.
and then
Blow
it'll
it
be
out.
even when it
And
goes
then
down.
from then on, it'll burn that
Otherwise,
same.
wasting that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've got one doing that right now.
Yep.
Now I know.
Now you know.
Interesting. Well, give us a little historical.
So
Wax
back in the
stuff.
day, wax candles were developed primarily for light.
Right.
Tallow and beeswax, so tallow being animal fat, goat and cow were the main, or sheep and cow were the main, and beeswax. And then it went to whale fat to use. And then Europe is the ones who decided, okay, how else can we do this? Dipping, like I showed you earlier, taking the little, with the wax and the tallow, it was easy that you could do this. And what they would do is they would take it, and then they would, as it got thicker, which ours doesn't, they would roll it, and that's how you get your tapers and your pillars, and that you would light. So then as things kind of rolled around, the Romans, that candles were, and then fire came and torches, so candles weren't used as much for light. And then they went with the whale oil, and they decided, okay, let's try the petroleum oil too. So that's how we kind of got the paraffin, because this is a petroleum derivative. So your Yankee candles, a lot of your China candles, you've got that black soot. It's because the oil, the paraffin burn off. Where soy doesn't do that. Soy is a vegetable derivative, so it's going to burn cleaner. Depending on what scent you have, you can use it as a moisturizer. Mike's candles, so we partner with Fowler's Clay Works. He does a lot of our clay pottery, and then we fill it. So all of his are food safe.
He's
and
also in
dishwasher
Gatlinburg
safe.
too. He's right there behind Glades Candies and stuff, right at 321 in
Mhm.
Glades. He's located right there.
So then once you're done with these, you can wash them out because it's soy. You can still use it as a coffee mug, vase, whatever you want to do with it. So they're food safe too. So yeah, and then candles have derived. So pillars, tapers don't really sell much any longer. So they, back in the day, those were huge. I mean, we still do. We offer these. We do have some of the colonials that you can come in and dip, because some people still have all their sconces on the wall and that. But they've kind of gone the wayside. The novelties are a big hit now, and the cut and carves are coming back, and then always are the soy scented.
What did you say was coming back?
The cut and carves, the twisty ones.
Oh, okay. What are you talking about?
Do you know what we're talking about? Do you because
Yeah.
Dollywood, they probably had those, right?
Yeah, I think they did, yeah.
So how do they get all those colors? Is it just layer after layer after
It
layer
is,
after
and it's a
layer?
different type of wax. So the
Okay.
wax temp for those is about 120.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a softer wax, and they're dipped 30 to 35 times
Wow.
to get that color. So the initial piece, the center is clear. I don't know if you've ever seen them. So there's always that clear center that they start with.
Yeah, I have never seen them.
And then they're dipping, it's color wax, color water, to get that design. Like we can send Joel, hey, I've got someone down here who likes this style but wants these colors. So it's like, dark blue on the outside, and then light blue and purple, and he can do his magic and make all those colors.
Wow.
You've got 5 minutes from when you're done that last time to do your cut and twist and
Or it firms back up.
or it's done. So you've got to know ahead of time what you're doing. He said it takes about a year to learn it proficiently.
Yeah.
Like he can sit here and have a conversation and do it and you wouldn't even know. With theirs, the color, there's an additive in the color that the color does not burn. Because how many people had those and never lit them? The amount of
Yeah.
people that we have come in and say, oh, did you ever light it? Well, no. Well, why not?
Because it was
You weren't allowed to
pretty.
touch it.
Because it was pretty.
But you want to, so we include burn instructions, or you can have it. You can drill it out yourself, or Joel can drill them out for you. So you want to because you want to burn it down. It's only going to burn that centerpiece. It doesn't burn the edges of the color, and it'll burn down like those do because you don't let them go all the way. 2 tea lights, one upside down and one right side up, because where the clear has, where they've cut, you can see the clear. It glows from the inside out.
Wow. So once you've got the cylinder burned out in the middle, you can do 2 lights?
Battery operated tea lights, one upside down, and we like to use the color change one because then it'll change colors. Or they've got new LED like super brights, so it's really bright in there. But you use that upside down, one right side up, and then it'll glow from the inside out.
That is cool.
So, you know, I've got several little pottery candle things, and tea lights are just so tiny. I don't really want one that's going to melt and get. So I could do that in those, couldn't I? Put one something. So small.
We do. We have a line called Woodwinks that Lori's husband. They're our originals now. I mean, they were theirs, but they're like tree faces. There's 9 of them,
Yeah.
and each one has a wood a wink in his eye. It's got a marble, different colored marbles. So when you burn it, it flickers through the marble eye.
Oh, wow.
So that's why they're called Woodwinks. But then when you burn it down enough, you put a battery operated tea light, or you can put one of our tea lights in, a regular one, and then switch it out, and then it'll still get the glow, but you won't ruin the outside of the candle. We're always learning and figuring out new things and, you know, what's current, what's going on. So we keep track of, I pour every week, normally the scented, and kind of keep inventory of what I've got to pour. So then come the end of the year, hey, I only poured this scent one time, so it's been, I'm not pouring, you know, take it off and put something new in. So like this one, Phoenix Rising, we had like 2 years ago, and everybody kept asking, and I can't keep it in stock now this year, so.
That one did smell good.
So yeah, we named him Lorelei Guy, because like the guy scents, and then we just started a line of, we only did 4-ounce jars of Lorelei novelties. So we've got like chocolate, grape, bubblegum, birthday cake, watermelon, but then there's pizza and pot roast and seasoned chicken. We found out like the diesel
it's like
fuel.
You have like cookies in the oven smell, but you don't have to like eat the calories.
Baby diapers. So yeah,
Wait,
people have fun with those.
New baby diapers.
Yeah,
I was like, why would you want? Oh, I got
So we do. It's funny because in the regulars we do bear farts, we do monkey, Santa, and we just started reindeer. That so bear. No one wants to smell it. I like, but it's what they eat. So bear farts is 7 different berries.
Okay.
Santa's is sugar cookie, cocoa, and vanilla. Monkey is banana, pineapple, coconut, and then the reindeer is peppermint, evergreen, and carrot.
I was gonna say carrot. Aw.
But then in the novelties, we've got one that's just called hearts. So they smell all them, and then they smell, and like the whole building smells like that. So we've had the last 2 weeks now. We had some college girls in that bought the wax melts of those and bought a wax warmer and took it home because one of their friends didn't come and lit it in her room before she got home. And then we had a guy and his wife who just got married last weekend who come in and they bought the jar but wanted a new label, lemon, because that's what his mother-in-law liked. And like, I'm not putting the label on. I'll give you the label. You can put the label on. So yeah.
That's hilarious.
That'd be a great gag gift.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, but I only did them in 4-ounce, so they sit about this tall, and they've got black lids, so they're different than those. But yeah, so I always tell people like, they're like, oh, smell it. Like, well, you don't want to smell that one.
That'd be the best gag gift.
That's
So.
awesome.
So yeah, that's what we do. I mean, I brought samples. If y'all want to dip, you're welcome to.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys want to dip?
Sure.
Yeah.
So these are what our colors look like. Okay, red, brown, gray, green, yellow, pink, blue, and black. Okay? So whatever color you pick, you can do more than one color if you want. Okay, if you want to layer your, so you hold by the end of the wick, whatever color you go, and you go in, lift, let it drip. It's already dry. Feel.
Why?
Yep. And then you can go into another color if you want to do your layers. There you go.
Right.
So what color you thinking you want to make it?
I think I'm gonna make it green.
All one color?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go in.
And so it's taking me a minute.
Don't let go. Go all the way down. And lift. Let it drip. Do you want any other colors on there or just green?
Maybe some red.
Okay. On the bottom. So go down just as far as you want the red to go. And lift. And go in one more time to that same spot. And lift. There you go. Hang on, let me cool it down 1 second. Oh, it's still really hot. Okay, take it again and go back into that red just to that same spot. And lift. There we go.